All right, welcome everyone to tonight's webinar. My name is Mair Hill and I'm an ambassador in Chicago, and I will be your host for this evening. So congratulations to you for taking time out to join us tonight and learn about the products and the opportunity afforded to us by Relive International. The Relive difference, people keep asking me, like, why are our products so wonderful? And it's these fancy words up here: bioavailability, synergism, optimal nutrition, guaranteed quality and ingredients. Basically what that says is that your body can actually use the nutrition when you drink these powders. Because they're powders that you drink in water, your body can actually absorb them. That's the bioavailability. The synergism is that all the ingredients work together, so you can throw all the cans together and they work synergistically. So it doesn't mean that one thing cancels another out or you have too much of anything, because our scientists are brilliant and they figured that all out for us. It's optimal nutrition. It's not simply the minimum daily balance. This is what your body needs to run at its maximum, and guaranteed quality ingredients. It is so reassuring to me to know that for the past 17 years, well, and longer, Relive's been in business for over 30, that everything I'm taking, that what's in the can is actually, it's what's labeled on the can is actually what's in the can, and that is what makes the difference. We're company-owned U.S. manufacturing. All our R&D, our manufacturing, everything is in Chesterfield, Missouri, which is right outside of St. Louis. Relive Science, we have brilliant scientists that have created our products. We have 9 product patents issued. Actually, I think we have 10 now. They're clinically proven formulas. On the Relive website, you can see links to all the different scientific studies that have been done with our products. We are pioneers in nutritional epigenetics. Dr. Galvez, who's on the left, was the one who discovered the Lunasin soy peptide back in 1996, and we're fortunate that we have all the patents needed to make sure that we're the only ones that have the Lunarich X capsules, which is the first scientifically proven epigenetic superfood. Epigenetics. The epigenome is really where everything happens. It's where the DNA that makes you who you are is located, and the Lunasin soy peptide attaches to the epigenome to turn on the good genes and turn off the bad genes. The other day on a Facebook Live, Dr. Galvez pointed out that one of the good genes that the Lunasin turns on is the ability to fight viruses. Think of the COVID virus, COVID-19 that's going around right now. The Lunasin will actually turn on the gene that helps fight that virus, and it will also turn on the gene that boosts your immunity. So we want these Relive products to help keep our immune system strong so that we're not affected by what's going on around us. We have our core nutrition. We have Now and the Classic. The Classic is the very first product that Relive created, and we have now soy-based and now whey-based, and then we have a special kids formula that has extra brain food for kids, and it tastes really good too. So these core nutritions, it heals the body at the epigenetic level. It's clinically proven formulas, and again, the balanced nutrition, it's everything that we need in the perfect combination so our bodies know what to do with it. We also have targeted formulas. So if you start with the core nutrition and you're not getting the results that you're looking for fast enough, work with the person who introduced you to the Relive products, and they will help you pick out the functional formulas that will help target exactly what you need. We have fiber for cleaning out all of your veins and arteries, Artifact, which is for joint health. It's clinically proven to rebuild the cartilage in your joints. Cardio Essentials for heart health. Glucofect, which helps with your blood sugars. Reverse Age, anti-aging. Provantage Performance, so muscle enhancement and muscle repair. Soy Essentials for women's wellness to help even out those hormones. The Energize is for energy drink, and it also helps the body absorb the nutrition bigger, better, faster because it opens up the cell walls. And then we have the Lunarich X, which is the gene health, the epigenetic superfood. We also have a complete weight management program, the Fit3 program. It's everything you need. Not only do we have the products, which is active, which is protein, good meal replacement. We have Burn, which will help kick up your metabolism to burn calories faster. And then we have Purify, which is great for detoxing the liver. So we have all those products, but in addition to that, we have a complete exercise program. We have nutritional help. We have all the tracking pages. We have everything that you need to get yourself fit and healthy. regardless of where you're starting, you can start today and start noticing the difference. Our CBD, we have an entire line of CBD products, and they keep adding more products, but the CBD is organically grown in the U.S. It's non-GMO and gluten-free. Multi-step testing process to ensure purity and efficacy. I was fortunate enough to visit the plant where the CBD is created out in Texas, and they run the plant similar to what Relive does in Chesterfield, and that's near pharmaceutical grade. It's third-party tested from a reputable source, and we have a certificate of analysis available on every single batch, and that's really important because people are out there making CBD in their bathtub. So they keep saying it's the Wild West since it's not regulated, but with Relive you can be assured of the purity of the products that you are ingesting. So you'll not find higher quality hemp products anywhere. We have full spectrum. We also have an isolate, which doesn't have any THC in it. And Relive has also introduced a full spectrum with melatonin to help with sleep. And this is completely anecdotal, but I had my hair done on Friday, and I've been going to the same woman for about a year. I started taking CBD last summer when it came out, and my hairdresser was talking about all the new hair growth on my head, and she said, "Wow, your hair is so healthy, and look at all this new hair that's growing in." And she said, "That's all over your head." And she said, "What are you doing that's different?" And again, totally anecdotal, but the only thing that I've done differently is added a lot of CBD to my diet. So I don't know, just saying. We have the Relive Hemp Balm, and this has 1,000 milligrams of CBD in it. It's really powerful. Hemp-derived cannabinoids. It goes to work instantly. I've got something going on with my heel, and when I wake up in the morning, I massage it a little bit, roll it on a ball a little bit. It's throbbing. I put the CBD balm on it, and it calms it down immediately. It addresses muscle and joint discomfort and skin irritations. I also have I split during the winter, my thumb splits, the skin splits near my nail, and when I put the Relive balm on it, it closes it up overnight. I have to keep doing it, but it's kind of amazing how instant it is. Blended with essential oils, and again, it's extracted from organically grown non-GMO hemp, and the balm is THC free. One thing I would challenge you, because CBD is available everywhere, you'll see it everywhere, and check out how much CBD is actually in it, because 1,000 milligrams is pretty potent. Here's the melatonin that I was talking about. It helps you fall asleep faster and wake up refreshed. Can you hit star 6 if you just joined us? Hit star 6. It also has tryptophan in it. That's the stuff that's in turkey that makes you sleepy after Thanksgiving. And again, it's part of a 500 milligram full spectrum hemp extract. CBD has positive effects on the body in so many ways. Our endocannabinoid system is also responsible for immunity. So taking the CBD products will also boost your immunity. And as you can see on here, from anti-aging to digestive health to bone growth and pain management, CBD is just a great addition to your regimen. Relive is a company that gives back, and we give back through the Calogres Foundation. We have over 40,000 people being fed daily through this foundation, and it's worldwide. It's this country and other countries. Most of the recipients are children. Hundreds of nutritional programs in 9 countries, and this is distributor supported. So the bigger we build our businesses, the more children get fed. Here's an example of the difference that really just a little bit of the Kids Now makes in the lives of these children. So you can see the before and after, and these children in these feeding stations get a really watered down version, because 1 can of the Kids Now goes a long way. But even that little bit of nutrition, because of how amazing it is, will allow this to happen to the children receiving it. Here's another before and after. Again, undernourished children and what happens when their bodies are nourished properly. So Relive is a solid business. Again, we've been in business for well over 30 years. We're part of the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association. It's a watchdog group, so you have to have integrity and all sorts of other criteria to even be admitted into the DSA. We're also part of the Council for Responsible Nutrition, and we're in there with all the big guys like General Foods, General Mills, and then there's Relive because we are a food science company and we're exactly where we belong. And so everything that I'm saying is really nice, but the proof is really in with the stories and hearing the proof. So I'm going to call on a few people. If Jack Hill, if you're on, if you could hit *6 to unmute yourself and share your health and business story. Jack Hill, *6.
Hello?
All right. Well, hello.
Hello?
We can hear you. Hi, Jack.
Sweet. Hey, guys. Thank you for bringing me on tonight. And my Relive story started in high school when I began with the business. So I was taking the products since I was 5 years old with chronic ear infections. Now, fast forward to high school, I began selling it to members on my team because I was just doing really well in the weight room and people were wondering what I was taking. And I told them the products, and I still have 2 residual customers from high school. And then today, through this coronavirus, I got laid off as a CrossFit coach. But now, thankfully, I still have my Relive business, so I'm stepping that up. And I'm getting up my friends to become distributors so they can work on their side hustle during this economic collapse as well. So it's been helpful for me physically, and as a business, I'm happy to keep on growing it.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jack Hill. It's a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Next up, Jan. Jan, if you could join us.
Hi, everybody. Hi there.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you. I'm excited to share tonight. My name is Janice Serrani. I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm a mother of 6 children. And I was interested in Relive for the business. I was not looking for health or wellness, which is, it's just funny to think back. I thought I was doing great because I didn't have cancer or diabetes. But I was really motivated to look at a business. I was looking for a way to help out with the family finances. And when I was introduced to Relive, it was the stories that really got my heart. It really opened my eyes to the amazing company that Relive is. And I saw integrity, I saw heart, and I saw a family that started this company that I wanted to work with. So I jumped in and I became very teachable. I put my whole family on the products, and we all got incredible results. At the time, my little kids had asthma, allergies, and ear infections. And in 90 days, just on our basic nutrition, my son was able to wean down off of all the treatments he was using. The inhalers at school were no longer needed. And our second little guy had great results like Jack with ear infections. He was able to we avoided an ear tube surgery that we were considering doing. So that was so exciting. But for me, I was exhausted every day, looking forward to my daily naps. And I struggled with sinus infections throughout the year. If I got stressed out or overtired, I would get a sinus infection. And I also had just digestive issues. I wasn't going to the bathroom normally. I was having cramping and bloating, and my blood work was off. I was always anemic. And when I started taking these products, the first thing I noticed was the energy and the mental clarity. I had that sustained all throughout the day, and I was so productive. It was really amazing to me that I could get so much done and have energy at the end of the day. I went on to get great results with better digestion. A year on the products, my blood work became perfect. And I went on to use Relive as my prenatals for my last 4 pregnancies. Today, I'm going to be 50 this summer. I use no medications at all. I take no other supplements except for my Relive shakes. And most recently, I had a really severe case of iritis, which is inflammation of the eye, about 2 months ago. And my eye doctor commented on how amazed he was at how quickly I healed up from that. And what I did actually is I flooded my body with this nutrition and with the Lunacin. And I just really put it to the test. and I healed up in a very, very quick time. According to my doctor, he said usually people take over 90 days to heal up with the severity of iritis that I had, and I was off the medications in 3 weeks. So I love these products. We will never go without them. And the business for me has been a huge blessing. I became very teachable at the beginning because I didn't know how to do this, and I wanted to learn from the successful people that came before me. And I love the support that was given to me. So I used it, and I started making money right away, helping people in whatever they wanted to do with it, getting on the products or starting a business. And my third month in business, I earned a bonus with Relive, a $250 bonus. That was exciting. And so I've done this around my family. I've had complete flexibility. We've moved a couple times. I've had 4 pregnancies. So I've had a lot of just life that has happened, but I've made money all the way through. My best month has been over $6,500. $2,000 of that was a bonus. And the blessing for our family with Relive is this is a sustained income. Every single month, we're able to pay our mortgage because of our Relive income. We pay many of our other bills. And what Jack was saying, this is a scary time. People are being told, you can't work here anymore. You just need to go home. And I don't have a fear that we're not going to have an income because of our Relive business. So it's a huge blessing. There's a lot of people out there that are wanting what we have to offer. So it's very exciting.
I agree, Jan. We are in the position to help a lot of people both build their immunity and stay healthy and to weather the financial storm that is surrounding us right now. So thank you so much for joining us. And
thank you.
Next up is Tammy. Tammy, if you could join us.
You bet. Hi, everyone. I'm Tammy Martineau from Arizona, and I came into Relive about 16 years ago and got results with depression and anxiety for myself. When I got those results, it gave me the courage to put my son, who has autism, on Relive, and he was non-communicative. He couldn't even answer to his name, had a lot of sensory issues, and he plugged his ears and hummed all the time and had a lot of strange behavior and very limited food choices. I put him on Relive, and 5 days later, he started speaking to me for the first time in his life and answering questions he had never answered before. The very next week, language was doubling, eye contact was getting better, social skills were improving, and in 5 weeks, our son was virtually symptom-free on a good day, and he has remained that way for 16 years. You can imagine, when we got those kind of results, I couldn't be quiet about what I had found. I was very excited to share hope and help people learn about Relive and help them get the results they were looking for. And we've built a business over these last 16 years that's reached as high as $8,400 in a month. I have 6 children. I have 4 that still live in my home, so I'm a full-time mom, but I'm never too busy to give hope to people in the 2 areas that they pray about the most, and that's their health and their finances. Since that time, I've gotten results with things like bulging discs and severe neck and back problems. I've had 7 hip surgeries, and those are things, congenital defects in my body that had to be fixed and that I'll be dealing with the rest of my life. But thank goodness for Relive, because these products have literally been the answer for my family every single time. So we're always going to be with this company.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you for sharing your story. And the power of the story is Jan's story actually was a story I heard the day I was introduced to Relive about her son not having ear tube surgery and avoiding ear infections, because that was my story with Jack Hill. He did have he had the ear tube surgery 3 times. He was still getting ear infections. And so when I learned about Relive that day, we all got started on the product, not that I was looking for anything, but we got started really to support Jack, because I had already been trying the alternatives for him. I was taking him to a chiropractor, trying to wean him off of dairy. And when we all got started on these products, Jack did have 2 ear infections that first year. I think one was stress-induced the weekend we moved, but after that, he's never had another ear infection. The products have been amazing. I just was looking for digestive support. I got that. I was looking for energy. I got that in the first week. I got surprise results with my back issues with scoliosis. I was lucky enough to run 1 marathon before I started Relive and 1 after, so I know the difference of what it made on my body. And for the business, I wasn't looking for a business. I already owned my own company. I made a healthy 6-figure income. I had had it for 17 years. I had 25 employees and a lot of responsibility, but I heard stories just like you're hearing tonight, and that's what really said, morally, once I knew about this, people needed to know about this, and that was my decision that day. Who was going to tell them, me or the people that were sharing Relive with me? And I decided it would be me. I ended up jumping into business that same day. I had never tasted the products, and I just went home and called everybody and said, you need to know about this, and that's kind of how my business was born. I started earning $1,000 a month pretty quick, just retailing a lot of products, and over time I eventually closed my company to be home with my boys, which is where I really wanted to be. I have 3 boys. Jack is my youngest. And working Relive very consistently around their schedules, my income slowly climbed. Over the years, Relive has paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars, but really the biggest blessing is that I was home all those years when my boys were teenagers and young adults, and anybody who has anybody who has kids are back in the home now, at least in Illinois. The schools are all closed. But, important conversations a lot of times happen at midnight. And I don't know how open I would have been to those conversations if I had to get up and go to a conventional job the next day. So Relive has changed our family. My boys are now spread all over the country, and it allows me the opportunity to visit them whenever I want. Because I have the financial means and because I have my mouth and my phone, I can do my business wherever I am. So I've been with Relive for 17 years, and I will continue to be with Relive. So now on to the business opportunity, because how would you feel if you were the one who introduced any one of us to these products? In Relive, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You have a whole team of people who will help you. Tammy Martineau and I do a lot of calls together. We are not financially connected, but we have just connected in our Relive lives, and everybody will help you. That's, I think, why we have some of the longest retained distributors, because we all have a passion for helping others. Relive has marketing tools, customer service center. We are worldwide, so it's a global distribution network, so you can literally make money while you're sleeping. There's 5 ways to make money with Relive. I'm going to go through them briefly, but get back with the person who invited you on this webinar, and they can go into it for more detail. Most people are used to 1, maybe 2 forms of income. They trade their hours for dollars, and maybe, if they're lucky, they'll get a bonus. But with Relive, there's 5 different ways to earn an income. The first is retail profit. You can earn 10 to 40%. The beauty is that you get to determine how much retail profit you want to make, and that's based on where you decide to come into the business. So if you retail $100, you can make $10 to $40, and because this is food and it's safe for everyone is a potential customer with Relive, especially now. Like, everybody needs to know about this to boost their immunity, because we're just getting started. And I know the person who's in charge of the COVID virus in Illinois, and he says it will be back next year. So building your immunity is good all the time, but especially now, if people get started, they will be well ahead of the game when it comes back again. There's wholesale profit, and this is simply the difference between where you are as a distributor and where people that join you in the business come in as a distributor. So if you're at that top profit level at 40%, you can earn anywhere from 5 to 30%, again, depending on where the other distributors come in. And there's different ways to achieve these levels. Just know with Relive, with the exception of the top profit level, once you achieve these levels, you never go backwards. There are no monthly minimums to maintain. Relive simply just wants to help you move forward. So again, sponsoring increases your volume, and volume increases your profit. Overrides, this is when you're at the top profit level. This is the residual income. This is the income that Jack Hill has received almost every month since he was in high school. So if you're at that top profit level, you're paid 5 level deeps, and you can see on your first level you receive 8% of everything that retail group does, wholesale and retail group, 6% below them, 4% below them, 3%, and 2%. So on your 5th level, I mean, you probably don't even know those people, and they could be somewhere else in the world, but you're going to receive 2% of everything their group does. This is like building franchises. These are all people who all become master affiliates and are creating their own business, and they're creating a business to build an income for their own families. And because Without you, there wouldn't be Susan. That's why Relive pays you 8% on that first level and on down, because we are all here to support each other. There's cash bonuses and trips. Relive is extremely generous. You go out and you do your job, and you receive bonuses. I, in February, earned a $500 bonus for sponsoring. I mean, just think what an extra $500 would do for your family. And it's also the certainty instead of the uncertainty. I talked to a friend today who runs a group of stores in Michigan, and every day there's 3 stores, 2 of them have already closed, and every day she wakes up wondering if she's going to have a job or not today. So with Relive, we don't have that because we just have more people that we can talk to. There's a Star Director bonus. Again, Relive wants to put more money in your pocket. You just go out and sponsor and introduce this to more people, and Relive will continue to pay you. There's a top 3 bonus every month, so you can earn thousands of dollars every month by simply sharing these products, being teachable like Jan said, and learning this business, grabbing a hold of the support system, and going to work, because it is work. It absolutely is work. So there's 2 ways to get started. You can become a customer, or you can become a distributor and get back with the person who invited you, and they can go into more details. Here's just a quick overview. As a quick start as an affiliate, you get 25% profit level on your first order. If you buy $500 of retail product, you'll earn the 25% profit, and it's free freight on that first order. So you'll save over $150. If you become a master affiliate, our top profit level, again, you'll receive free freight on that initial order. And you have the highest savings and profits for a lifetime. As a customer on these products, you have a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Even if you lick the can clean, you can get your money back. I can tell you in 17 years that's only happened to me twice. And as a distributor, you have an entire year to decide if this business is right for you, and if you can return all unopened product for 100% of your money back anytime in that first year. So there's very little, almost no risk at all involved in starting your own business and helping a lot of people and creating certainty for you and your family. So we have, like Tammy Martineau said, we have what people need most. We have personal freedom, financial security, and optimal health, and we can help others achieve the same. So that's our webinar for this evening. Again, I congratulate all of you for joining us. I'm going to open up the line so that we can all say goodnight. So if you hang on one sec, I have to click a few buttons here.